Alright, Mazandran is out for full annexation and all their money. Let's go ahead and core those up. And I've got one more of the provinces I need to form Persia. Hello everyone, my name is King Kongveal, and welcome back to my royal court here in Europa Universalis 4, where I am going to be starting a new game. Today, I'm going to be starting as Ajam. And my goals for this are to form Persia, become Zoroastrian, conquer at least Khorasan, Persia, Mashriq, Anatolia, Egypt, and the Balkans, and convert it all to Zoroastrian. Probably Caucasia as well. And beyond that, I don't really know. The main reason for these goals are the achievement, This is Persia, and also just to get revenge on the Macedonians and Greeks for the defeat of the Persian Empire, you know, with Cyrus and Xerxes and all that. You know, just trying to continue and rebuild that Persian Empire. But beyond that, beyond conquering those regions, converting them all to Zoroastrian and going down, completing the Zoroastrian Persian mission tree, I don't really know what else to do. So if you have any ideas, any suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Greatly appreciate it. I'm always open to new ideas. The other thing I don't know is exactly how long I'll be playing as Ajam and when I'll switch over to Persia. So I know if things go well within the first 10 years in this first episode, I could form Persia. However, Ajam has a pretty cool mission tree, a pretty good mission tree that has a lot of permanent claims that I get all over the place, and I might want to leverage that a little bit. Persia has arguably better mission tree and definitely better ideas, so I do want to switch over to that fairly early, but I think I might stick as Ajam for a little bit. Couple episodes, 50, 100 years, something like that, in order to, just play as Ajam a little bit and go down their mission tree. But I don't know exactly how long that will last. But I guess that's enough jibber jabbering, and let's go ahead and get into the game. We will do Iron Man mode since I forgot to do that when I played as Kong. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, here we are. So this is talking about the Timurid dynasty. Ajam emerges from the remnants of the Timurid Empire. So, first thing I want to check is to form the Persian Empire, I need to capture Yazd from the Timurids and either Tabriz, Kerman, or Mashhad. Tabriz over here from QQ, Kerman, and Mashhad from the Timurids, and either Shiraz from Fars or a mole from Mazandran. So as I said, it could be really, really easy in forming Persia in the first 10 years or so. A quick war against QQ to get one, quick war against Mazandran to get one, and quick war against Yazd to get one. And done. You can form Persia. Nice and easy. But again, I don't think I'm going to form Persia immediately. I might try to get the things that I need from them pretty quick. But let's not necessarily form Persia immediately, because as I said, I get a bunch of permanent claims, like all of these, all those permanent claims, all of these permanent claims, more permanent claims, yet more permanent claims, and yet more permanent claims. So there's a lot to go on, so I want to try to leverage that a little bit. But let's go ahead and get into the setup. So I'm going to adopt the title of Khalifa, get some yearly prestige, and enforce religious unity. Yeah, all right. And I am going to go ahead and use this religious piety interaction and get some additional manpower. So I'm going to be going to war pretty quick, like in the first month. And let's go over to the estate setups. Let's go ahead and summon the diet. Let's go for the one with the emirs where I need some prestige and I'll get some admin power. That'll be good. From the ulama, religious state. I'm not going to give the clerical advisory council because for one of my first missions, I need 2 stability and I don't want to make it more expensive. I'll give it enforced unity of faith for now at least. mainly for the loyalty equilibrium. Religious diplomats, that'll be useful for now until I flip to Zoroastrian. Grant local residence to scholar. And we'll go with the aggressive expansion impact guy and clerical education. I think that'll be good for now at least. For the emirs, primacy, increased levies. Again, not aristocratic counselors as of yet. Strong duchies, grant court positions, and supremacy over the crown. To the merchant guilds, land of commerce, patronage of the arts. Already got 21 prestige now, so that's a good start. Indebted to the merchant guilds, and allow merchant guilds economic freedom. To the demi, we will give protected demi communities for some religious unity, and promoted nobility from the demi. Might do another one eventually, like the Demi Contributions Act, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I think that'll be good for now, though. And let's seize land. Let's go ahead and invite this scholar. And we are making some pretty good money right off the bat. So let's go ahead and get some advisors. Let's see. Manpower, national unrest, and diplomatic reputation. And I can do a government thingy. So one of my missions is to get my subjects' liberty desire less than 1. So let's go ahead and do the lenient taxation, which gives me some diplo rep and liberty desire and subjects minus 15%. So now as soon as I scornfully insult or scornfully insult the Timurids, I will get this. In order to get this, I need some troops. And a general. And some stability and money. All right, let's go ahead and recruit the free company. And we can set some rivals. I'm going to go ahead and rival Mushasha, Kyukyu, and the Timurids. So I'm going to go to war with all of them pretty quick. I'm going to bring these troops up here. I'm going to set my subjects to be supportive. And I'm going to give my ruler mill command. That'll give me a general. Ooh, not bad. And 2 siege too. I like it. And now as soon as I get the free company up, I'll be able to take these 2 missions and need to insult the Timurids. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and scornfully insult them so the Ottomans and Mamluks like me more. And I can take that mission, giving me a bunch of permanent claims. Let's see, you get a bunch of claims down this way. Okay. Now, let's get some allies. Can ally the Ottomans. And who else can I ally? I want to ally Dawasir and get them to like me. Maybe the Great Horde? Let's see, can I get Uzbek or Nogai? I can get Nogai. Might be able to get Uzbek too. Not both of them. Yeah, let's try to get Uzbek. Yeah, let's unpause and let a day pass at least. Or a couple of days until I get some diplomats back. Yeah, I think I might pass on Shirvan and get Uzbek, Dawasir, and Multan. So let's ally Dawasir. Alright, and I have built a force limit and prepared for war. So let's go ahead and take those missions. Get a bunch of claims all over the place. I also do want to focus on mill tech. So I want to try to get mill tech 4 pretty quick. A Gathering Storm. It talks about Shahrukh, about how he's going to die soon, and how the Timurids are basically going to collapse shortly after that. That'll be good for me. Let's ally Multan. Alright, I'm going to curry favors with the Ottomans, and I'm going to ally Uzbek. And in 5 days, I'm going to go to war with QQ and Mazandran. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I'll promise the Ottomans lands. I don't think they can actually take anything, I hope, but we will see. We'll declare for Tabriz. Say, do I need the Ottomans? Probably not really. No, I don't trust that they won't take stuff. We will not call them in. And let's go ahead and start our first war. Shahrukh has died. All right, that was pretty quick. I think I'm also going to recruit the Kurdish company, get a little bit more troops getting in here. Probably don't need it, but that'll be nice to have. Alright, Mazandran is out for full annexation and all their money. Let's go ahead and core those up. And I've got one more of the provinces I need to form Persia. I suspect the Timurids are about to blow up. All of their subjects are 100% disloyal except for Sistan, which is 80% disloyal. So yeah, the Timurids aren't going to last too much longer, I think. Alright, I can get Miltech 4. That'll help out a lot. So hopefully Tabriz will fall again quickly. And I'll be able to go beat up their troops. And there it is. Let's get some army professionalism. Khorasan declared independence. Alright. The Timurids have warned me. Okay. Alright, I can go ahead and get everything I want, which is Tabriz, the cores back for my subjects, and these two so I can release Iraq and maybe Soren as well. So let me call back this guy and I will end this war. I can actually go ahead and get more now, so I can get war reps and some money as well. You know what, let's see if I can get just a little bit more. And there's the Renaissance. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and end this war here. And there's yet another province that I need. And I got expand Ajam. I think I'll wait on this a little bit though, so I can get better use of the neighboring provinces. But let's go ahead and release Soren and Iraq. Let's give this province back to Luristan. All right. And now let's reduce war exhaustion once and core up Tabriz. Now let's get my guys back and recoup a little bit. And I think pretty quickly here I'm gonna go to war with Mushasha. Alright, I get a new Emir of Al-Hajj. I'm sure I horribly mispronounced that and I apologize. The pilgrimage to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina is one that every Muslim should undertake at least once in their lifetime. As the Sheikh, it is your responsibility to ensure that they can safely reach that destination. This is a position that in many ways requires both cunning and martial abilities, as the way to proceed can range from defeating raiders to negotiating passages from local rulers to outright threats or bribery. The Emir al-Hajj will have the overall responsibility of the Hajj caravans and will have great freedom and how to achieve a steady and peaceful passage for all Ajami pilgrims. So I can choose a Bedouin, native to the deserts of Arabia. I'll lose some prestige, and for the next 30 years I'll get some manpower modifier and lose yearly prestige. Or I can do a skilled warrior, lose a little bit of mill power, and get some yearly prestige. Or a diplomat, lose some diplo power and get trade efficiency. I think I'm gonna go with the warrior. Yeah, we'll go with the warrior. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do this war against Mushasha while I wait for the war with the Timurids and Khorasan to end. Not gonna co-belligerate them because I don't care that they're down here. Dawasir can take care of them. We'll call in Dawasir though, and we'll do Reconquest. Let's go. QQ has Iraqi separatists, which have taken a couple of Iraqi provinces. Now, unfortunately, I've got to go beat them up, but I might get a couple of more Iraqi provinces, so that's cool. All right, Tabriz is cored up. So now the only thing I need for forming Persia is Yazd and to be at peace. So I can peace out these guys, Miklaf, for war ups and a touch of money. Then I can, I assume, fully annex Mazandran. Yep. That's done. Now my troops get back, I'm gonna go to war with Gillian and Ardabil. Take them. Alright, so I'm gonna go to war with Ardabil, not co-belligerate Gillian because I'll call in QQ, and I don't really care to go to war with them at this point. It shouldn't be too bad to full annex them, even though they're not co-belligerented. Oh wow, Khorasan took a ton, but they didn't take Yazd. Alright, good deal. So I need this war to hurry up and finish up so I can go to war with them and take Yazd. Alright, Gillian fell, so I'm moving my troops down here next to Yazd. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And here's Admin Tech 4. And we'll promise Uzbek some land and call in Dawasir, Uzbek, and Multan. Unfortunately, they allied Baluchistan, but hopefully Multan will be able to handle them. Let's go. And Ardabil just fell, so I can now fully annex Gillian and Ardabil. No one cares. Sistan declared war of independence. My king died. I've got a regency. I can't get Miltech 5. I haven't gotten the Renaissance. This isn't going to be optimal play, but we're going to go ahead and do it. Since when do I do anything optimally? Now let's get the Muslim dual infantry. Yes, once out of the war, so we will get war reps and money from them and call it good. Iraq has gotten one more province so far. It looks like I still might get 2 more, hopefully. All right, Baluchistan is out for war reps and all their money. So I know I normally end the first episode in 1455, but I just want to finish off this war and get Yazd. All right, Iraq got a couple more provinces. Heck yeah. There we go. It finally fell. So should be able to get some. Yep, we'll just stop here. We'll just take these 3 provinces, a little bit of money, and call that good. So now let's start to core up Yazd. And then we'll get my troops back and deal with rebels. But this is where I'm going to call this episode. Only about a half a year after when I normally stop my first episode. So not too bad. Not too bad. So in this first episode as Ajam, we actually now own all of the provinces that I need to form Persia. And as soon as I core up Yazd, I could form Persia. However, as I said, I think I'm going to try to leverage some of these missions a little bit more and try to get some more of these permanent claims before I do that. But we fought QQ, got Tabriz, and most of the rest of my subjects cores back. We got a couple of new subjects. We fought Mughalistan, or we fought, who do we fight here? Mushasha. We fought Mushasha, full annex them. We fought Mazandran, Gillen, and Ardabil, however you pronounce them. And we fought the Timurids and got a couple provinces from them. Unfortunately, we lost some stability, so we need to get 3 stability back up to the 2 stability I need for this mission. We need to own a bunch more provinces for these next missions, but we are getting there. We're doing pretty good. This is a pretty solid start, I think. One thing that's nice is we're well solidified with allies. We're allied to Uzbek, the Ottomans, Multan, and Dawasir. And then with our subjects and just us being kind of powerful, we should be pretty good. We are losing a bunch of money right now, but we'll recover that. We'll recover that, especially once we finish coring all these up and get stability back up and all that good stuff. So next episode, not sure exactly what we'll do, but we'll most likely work on getting more of these claims under my control so that I can keep working down the mission tree a little bit and get even more claims and even more permanent claims and even more permanent claims. And then probably soon after that, I don't know exactly when, but soon after that, maybe by 1500, we'll see, we might go ahead and form Persia. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you stopping by. And if you enjoyed this episode, come back next week for episode 2 of Ajam to Persia. And be sure to check out my other playthrough where I'm playing as, well, I can't see it, but as Kong, where I have conquered most of Africa. I've conquered New York, and I'm working on trying to expand from there. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left. And I will catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.